Hey y'all, I'm Paula Dean. I bet you're wondering why, in the good Lord's name, does she have a tortilla on her face? Well, this is a mask. And I'm preparing. Well, okay, see, I've gotten myself into a little pickle, okay? This is so silly, and I never do this. But look, I I met a fella and I've got a blind date tonight and I've never seen him. Yeah, so I'm getting ready for that. I met him on one of them dating websites. Oh no, my tortilla broke. That's okay. Anyway, I met him on one of them dating websites and it's called Tenderoni. And it's basically for people who like chicken tenders and pepperonis. So I'm doing a little, this helps with age spots and moisturization. So I'm using this to make sure I look absolutely glowing for my date, my blind date. Oh, I'm so nervous. Anyway, so I've had this on about 15 minutes. All you do is take a tortilla shell. It's This is the big burrito style. Oh wait, it's upside down. But anyway, it's big. See, it says big burrito, and it covers your whole face. So that's the kind you're gonna want to use. But anyway, so I'm gonna take it off now. Let's see how glowing my skin is. Oh my God. It's amazing. Anyway, so we just discard of that, or you can eat it, whichever one you prefer. So I'm gonna put that to the side. Now, I have got all of my makeup ready for tonight. I am so excited about this date. I'm a nervous wreck, but it's going to be amazing, and he's going to find me absolutely delicious. So, what I'm going to start with, this is my regimen typically. For ladies who can't afford all this expensive makeup from Ulta or Sephora, you know what? It's in your house. All those expensive products that you buy from any of those stores, it's right here in your kitchen. Go to your pantry. I got cabinets. I don't even have a pantry. And this is what I can come up with to make my face beautiful and yummy for whoever wants to look at it. Possibly lick me. Which, I mean, that's not, a lot of people wouldn't accept, someone just walking up and licking you. And that's, some people, just to each their own. So, anyway. So the first thing I want to start with tonight, I like to moisturize before I put on my foundation. So I'm going to use a little melted butter. And you're just going to take that and you put a little on your fingertip and you rub it in. Look, oh my goodness. The moisturization of this is just silk. It's like Chinese silk, You put that on and you rub it on in. Get all them nooks and crannies up in there. Rub it on in. Rub that in. Okay? And get your forehead. You get your T-zone. I like to call it my T-bone zone. But anyway, get all that up in there. Make sure you get a little on your nose. So it's all rubbed in. Just do that. Oh, yeah. You knead it like you're kneading bread. Girl, I need me some butter. But anyway, so you just do that and put that to the side. You're done with that for now. Wipe your hands off because it could get a little crazy up in here. Anyway, so my next thing for my foundation after you moisturize, oh goodness, look at Mount Kilimanjaro right there getting ready to rupture. Erupt, I meant. Whatever. Anyway, you take Jif. Now, this is a little bit darker than my complexion, but once you rub it in and get going with that, it's going to just blend like there's no tomorrow. So I'm going to take just a little dollop of this peanut butter with my fork. It's a little baby fork. You take this and you just put it right in the lid, and there's your little makeup container. Look at that. Anyway, you take a little blending sponge. You put a little dollop of peanut butter on there. And I like to start with under my eyes, right here in this area. Because once you do that, it covers, look, I mean, it makes you feel like, look, watch this one. Oh my Lord. The coverage on this is just amazing. And I like to use the creamy. If you get the chunky, I done told y'all once what's going to happen. You're going to look lumpy and it's not going to blend well, okay? Now, get that up in there. Get it all blended out real well, okay? Get it on top of your eyelids. Good night. It looks amazing. I am telling you right now, this is something everybody could use, okay? Get all that in there, okay? You're going to get your forehead. Make sure you get your hair. And if you get it in your hair, that's okay. You save it for a snack, you know. If you get later, you're at a movie or whatever, just go to sucking that hair. You'll get full. All right, I got to make sure I cover that blemish real well. All right, there I go. Now, look, covered. It's everywhere. All right. Yes. Okay. The next step that I'm going to do, I like to take these. This is a Danish wedding cookie. Okay. I don't know if y'all ever had these. They are amazing. Okay. So I like to do one of these cookies equals face powder, translucent face powder. Hello. So what you're just going to take the whole cookie. I like sometimes hold it like this where it's face down. And you just take that and dollop all over. Oh, look. Look at this. Look at the coverage. You just do that. Cover that spot up. Mount Kilimanjaro. Make sure you get it under the eyes, and then you want to flip it, okay? Once you flip it, you get a whole new side of the powder. Take that and do that. We're going to do that little on the side of the nose. Alright. So that's done. And I'm going to take my blending sponge one more time and just get those, crumbs out. Why are you? Focus, okay? Now, once that's all meshed in real well, you're going to take, oh yeah, it is so smooth. Okay, now, make sure everything's meshed in. Now, look at that. It is just, I don't even know. Now, next thing I like to do is highlighter. Highlighter is going to be cornstarch. It's also for thickening gravies. But I like to take a little dot. That's all you need, really. I'm going to put it right on my brow line, okay? Right up here on my brow line. Dust that in a little bit. Get you a little pat over on this one. And do that side as well. Look. Oh, I'm shiny like a unicorn. A peanut butter unicorn. Anyway, I like to do a little dollop right here in the corners. Make sure I get a little, so it's not so dark up in there, in that little cavern. And then put a little on your Himalayan mountains at the V of your lip. I don't know what you call it, but it's that part. Okay. And then do a little up here, right here in this area. Dust it on in. Get it on. Don't be scared. Work it in. Work it in. There you go. Oh my gosh. They're going to ask me, hey, what's on the menu? And I'm going to be like, all you can eat. That's not dirty either. Anyway. So my next, you got to have a little blush. You want a little color on them cheeks. And tonight I'm going to use Smucker's Strawberry Jam. Seedless. You see that? It says seedless because you don't want them little seeds floating around on your face. And you might one day grow a strawberry. So seedless is always the way to go. So what you're going to do is take a little bit of it. I took a little whisk. It's a little tiny whisk. You take that and you just put it right on your finger. And once you do that, it's perfect consistency for a little rouge. You're going to put it right up in here. Right over in that area. Okay. What? And then put it over here. Like that. And oh my word. This is something my grandmother used to teach me makeup tricks in the kitchen. Look at my cheekbones. I can't even talk about it. It's so nice. All right, I'm done with that. So the next step is, let's do a little eyeshadow. Now I've got my melted butter still, so you're going to want to keep a little bit of that. But the next is this, it's light brown sugar. And you can go darker, you can even use cocoa powder, you can use whatever you want. But you take a little pat of butter and you stick it right on that eyelid, okay? Make sure you do it because it's not going to stick and it's going to fall right in that eye. Okay. Then you take a little, because your hands are still wet from that, you're going to look, just go like this. And let it sit for a minute, You don't want that crumbling all up in there. Have an apple pie crumble in your eye. Anyway. And then take this and do it on this eye. Because you're going to want to match them. You don't go all willy-nilly. Oh, wow. I look like a lollipop. All right. Okay. We're good. Now, I've got my eyeshadow done. Put that up. You want to keep that refrigerated because it could ruin. And we'll clean up a little bit because I'm making a mess. Next is my lump charcoal. You know what this is for? Eyeliner and mascara. Now, the lump charcoal that I'm using is Kingsford. And you don't want to use the instant light. I just want to tell you that. Although I know for a fact it will keep mosquitoes away. But sometimes it'll burn your eyes. So you want to be careful with that lump charcoal. Make sure it's not instant light. Okay? This is regular Kingsford for the charcoal grill. And I broke up a few pieces earlier. Got a little tiny one. And I'm going to go ahead and just put that on my eyes. My eyeliner. I'm going to make sure you get all in there with this charcoal. Oh, wow. It is really amazing stuff. Yes. Goodness. Whoa. Alright. Here we go. Oh, I gotta get the top on this one because, like I said, you want it to match. You want to match. Make sure you get all. I'm gonna have to use this other side. Now, okay. That part's done. Look how, I mean, really? I'm like a majestic Dolly Parton. So, anyway, now the next thing I'd like to do is take the big lump charcoal that you got, and you can dollop a little butter on it and then use it for mascara. Watch this. It's so natural looking that you really can't tell there's a lot going on. And that's what you want as a woman. We want to make sure that we look as natural as possible. The last step is I'm going to go right back to this jelly, okay? And for a natural tint on my lips, you're going to take it. Ah. Look. Oh, gosh. That is the color. It's a nude almost once it goes on. But anyway, so this is the finished product. My date's going to be here in just a few, and I'm ready. I'm going to take my hair down, of course, but I'm ready for this date. And like I said on the last video that I did, walking outside in this can mean a few things. You could be attacked by a gang of mosquitoes. And if that happens, what I suggest is making your perfume base, like if you were making like a perfume for yourself. I would put vinegar instead of alcohol in that perfume because vinegar is going to deter the mosquitoes that are flying around you. So put that on. Be like, he's going to be like, what's that smell? And you just tell him, it's a new perfume I made. And it's so delightful and very, very light floral scent to it. But anyway, and next thing is don't fall asleep on the ground. The last thing you want is ants. If you get ants, they go back and tell their friends, hey, this lady fell asleep over here and she's got food makeup on. And they all come. Terrible. It's happened to me before. I had to go to the doctor to get some ants removed right out of my ear. They made a mound in there. Anyway, so that's it. Peanut butter, smear it on like you're putting it on a cracker. No pun intended. Then you're going to take your jelly, blush, your cornstarch for highlighter, your Danish wedding cookies for powder, and brown sugar and butter for eyeshadow, charcoal for liner and mascara. That's it. And I'm done. Y'all, I want y'all to have a good night and treat everyone you know with love and like peanut butter cookies. Thank you. Bye-bye.